So, based on Google, it says we have 31.77 million people as of 2016. And the current population of Peru is 32,439,044 as of Sunday, March 18, 2018. Damn, that's a lot of people. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Alright, so I am making this video because I don't know why I always do this. It's like, have you seen that line? Like, damn, um, fucking, ham. Yeah, ham sandwich. I don't know. I just like that. I like vines. So, the reason why I am doing this video is because I have seen certain comments about people wanting to move here to Peru. So, one, yes, I do live in Peru. I have a bunch of videos that say, I live in Peru. Two, like the living costs, I'm going to divide it into different aspects. So from like economic and job opportunities, political, and society in general. So I think we're going to go do like those three. Culture and food, I think you can kind of put it in society. No, let's do culture and food. Let's do that first, I guess. Okay. So culture, yes, it is amazing. You have, from the pre-Incas to the Incas, to colonism, to the Republic, the formation of the Republic of Peru, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to bore you on, like, the historic aspects. That's not what the whole video is about. There is a lot of culture, okay? A lot of appreciation for the arts. A lot of museums, certain museums are free. Not all museums are free, though. So, what else? Food. We have been voted I think the best. Yeah, we have been voted the best gastronomical country. I don't know if it's the whole world or Latin America, but yeah, it's probably the whole world. So we have from, a lot of our, see, there I go again. A lot of our dishes, a lot of our typical dishes are mainly rice. So they include rice, they include carbs. So diet, what the hell is a diet? I don't know. Carbs. We have a lot of potatoes. We have a huge amount of different types of potatoes. Potatoes, rice, and then we, apart from carbs, we have a lot of fish because we have the three regions. We have the coast, we have the highlands, and we also have the jungle. So you can just imagine like the different types of food that we have, from fish to beef to chicken. There should be a whole video about what type of food there is in Peru. So that is one, I think two, right? Culture and food, those are two main points why you do want to move here to Peru. Now, the political side. Not a lot of people like politics, right? You have the group of people who do talk a lot about politics, and then you have people who just really don't care or who hate politics or whatever. I like politics. Keeping it real, unfortunately, a lot of Latin American countries have been corrupted. Their governments are corrupted. I'm not going to pinpoint different details or anything like that. It is a democracy. There's a lot of bureaucracy. See, some words I know in English, some words I can't pronounce in Spanish. And it is mandatory to vote. So if you become a citizen, if you are a citizen, then you know that you have to vote. Like, there is no option. If you don't vote, then you get fined. I'm not sure how much it is, but you do get fined if you don't vote. So you have to vote. And sometimes, we've been in dilemmas where, like, oh, this candidate is not someone who represents me, and this candidate I don't trust. So, like, you have to choose the least worst. So that's a lot of politics here in this country. Like, you choose the least worst. Society. Okay, it's very crowded. Number one thing, it's so crowded. There are not a lot of economic opportunities in the whole country. And that goes back into the corruption, government corruption, and a lot of delinquency. Keeping it real again, a lot of delinquency. So a lot of people have to migrate from their highlands, from their home areas, hometowns, they have to come to the capital city, which is Lima. This is a negative aspect as well, besides the corruption. In society, you do see a lot of discrimination, you do see a lot of racism. Again, keeping it real, but unfortunately, you do see a lot of racism. You see a lot of racism, discrimination. Um, it is a sexist country. I want to say, I'm sorry to say it, but that's actually something that is honest. That it's the truth. We do live in a sexist society. You know, if I go out in this dress, if I go out in a skirt, I'm not just saying me. You know, like almost every single woman, a lot of women, we get harassed. So yeah, it's a sexist country. A lot of discrimination. I've seen videos of other people, you know, tourists, that say don't go to Peru because it's racist, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't get a taxi because I'm black. And it's hurtful to watch, it's hurtful to hear. So I'm here editing and I left two main things out. One, I don't want people to think that the whole country is racist or they discriminate. That is not the case. There are so many people who are lighthearted. There's so many people who do want to know about your culture, do want to know everything that has to do with your nationality and everything. A lot of people do study different languages just to communicate, you know, with tourists or for foreign people. Another thing is travel. Again, I said we have the highlands, we have the jungle, we have the coast, we have beautiful beaches, we have Machu Picchu, we have the Nazca lines. A lot of places where you can connect spiritually and with nature and with the earth. So that is a major aspect why people want to move to Peru, and I do encourage that. All right, so for the last part is economic stability and job opportunities. If you have a very, very, very advanced or almost native English, then you are most likely to find a job in call centers. Normally they have like I think it's like from $3, $3.30, $3.50 or something like that an hour. Normally Monday through Saturday, and it's like an 8-hour schedule, you know, 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's a lot, it is. But you do find jobs. If you're bilingual, then you're going to find a job. Sometimes you do get frustrated because you can have a bachelor's degree or you can have, you know, a high school diploma or something like that. It just really depends on your skills, I think. If you do have a native English and also a very advanced Spanish, then you can, you know, work as a translator or something like that. I suggest people to go look for like diplomas, like certificates. Go to like, there's IGNA, there's like English institutions, there's like community colleges, something like that, where you can actually become a teacher. So I've seen that happen as well. Like I'm an English teacher. I was like studying a 5-month course, and then I took an international exam, and now I am an English teacher. So there are a lot of opportunities. Again, like the economic, what can I say? Like the market here in Peru, there are a lot of, it is capitalist. So there are a lot of private owned enterprises, and the government does have some control over, you know, some areas. It's not socialist, it's not communist, it's not socialist. It is a capitalist country. So you see McDonald's and things like that. All right, so very quick before I finish. Recently, they have been accepting refugees from Venezuela. So if you don't know like the crisis in Venezuela, I'll link a video down below about, you know, explaining the crisis in Venezuela. It's not my video. I would like to do, you know, politics and like content about that, you know, content about my major and like things I know and like my interpretation of it. But yeah, there's a lot of how do you say Venezuelans? I always say Venezolanas, refugees here in Peru. If you do have any other doubts, or if you want me to respond to any questions that you have about living here in Peru or wanting to move here, again, you don't need a visa. You do have like a carnet de extranjería that you have to ask for. So the regulations, everything like that, I think you can also find them in Ministerio de Relaciones Exteriores. I'm going to link all the websites you need to know if you do want to move here to Peru down below in the description box. And again, if you have any doubts, let me know and I will respond. Thank you so much for watching.